Hi, it's Paul Finkelstein here. I just wanted to give a shout out to Sensortoast Toastmasters Club for helping me with a great evaluation from today's Sensortoast Toastmaster meeting. Thank you for all the great feedback. Sensortoast Toastmasters Club affiliative style leadership is so valuable for you to use in your company, your business, personal projects involving others might just get the most growth. I'm Paul Finkelstein, Distinguished Toastmaster. I'll be right back with some more information about how my evaluations went from the great Toastmasters, some distinguished Toastmasters, more distinguished Toastmasters I've seen at this club than any other club. So if you want to learn the most, you should come to Censored Toast, and you can find us at paulfinkelstein.com. I'll put it up on the screen a little bit later. Here's a special announcement. Oh, before I mention this other little quick blurb, here I am at the bottom next to the arrow. If you're seeing this on the screen, if you're just having the audio, just bear with us. You're gonna love the feedback that they gave me, or because it'll inspire you. There's something in it that will inspire anybody, especially maybe if it's just getting to a Toastmasters club. And if I helped you get to a Toastmasters club, then great. This is the new way to probably inspire you to go to Toastmasters, because I had to wait from a piece of paper that showed up in my mailbox. Now, with social media, we don't have postcards, so we have all kinds of communications today, text, social media, etc. I'll be right back. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Paul Finkelstein, and I just got done with a fantastic learning experience, and I wanted to share it with you. The Toastmasters Club Censored Toast in Boca Raton that meets at Johnson Controls, which is pretty much near Costco. If you're across the street from Clintmore and Congress, there's going to be a great speaker that will be giving at least a 20-minute speech, very inspirational. If you've heard of Judy Jaffe, she's been around District 47 Toastmasters, you're not going to want to miss next Monday. I'll be back on April 25th at one of the hybrid meetings, and maybe to give you a little bit of a blurb, what I talked about. I talked about my leadership style, and there are several different leadership styles. And one of the pathways to Toastmasters, there's a pathway called persuasive, dynamic. I can't even think what the actual pathway is called right now. Persuasive motivation, maybe persuasive motivation. That path that has the name persuasive in it. I did the first level already. I'm on to the second level, and it asked me to talk about my leadership style. There was about 8 different leadership styles, and I took a score. I scored myself on a couple of questions. Each area of the leadership styles that they gave, I ended up testing about 6 on every single leadership style. So I had to pick one of them. So I picked affiliative, not affiliate. Not to be confused with affiliate marketing that you see people doing with sites like Amazon, etc. But affiliative is a style of leadership that talks about team building. And who better? I mentioned in my speech some of the greats, 3 great leaders today. All wrote books, by the way. Ralph Smedley, he founded Toastmasters. Napoleon Hill wrote a book, several books. And Dale Carnegie wrote a book as well. And there are so many ideas to help you understand affiliative style leadership or team building. You can't do leadership all by yourself in a vacuum. I mean, you could practice your speech in front of your mirror, in your bathroom, in your home. But I can't do area director or run a contest all by myself. beside the fact that I would get lots of practice, but other people might not want to hear my voice during the entire thing. So you need to practice affiliative style leadership, or literally working in a team. And that's what I did when I was area director. I had so much communication flying between text and social media and emails, phone calls, to fulfill all the different roles in running a Toastmasters contest. And you learn that all by being an area director. So if you want to learn all about leadership and how to be a better leader, I encourage you to sign up to be an area director in one of the districts around the world, in 100 different districts all over the world in Toastmasters. What else could I share with you here? Oh, I wanted to share with you some of the feedback that they gave me in today's speech. So let me share with you some of the feedback that my Toastmasters gave me. I really thank you, Sensortoast, for sharing some of the wisdom today.
Where he talked about his affiliative leadership style. Is there anyone who would like to start off by giving Paul some feedback on his speech? Toastmaster Marianne.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rick. Paul, I loved how you started this speech. You engaged us right away, right off the bat, and taking us off mute and having us all say the word of the day was very original and definitely got us laughing and feeling engaged in your speech and wanting to know more. Also, the title of your speech, when Judy announced it, I think we're all like, okay, what the heck is this? So that in and of itself just grabbed our attention. It was, again, a very engaging speech talking about leadership and with the word affiliative, which now makes total sense. But at first, again, we made us curious as to what it meant. And hopefully we all work in an affiliative way with our teams, whether it be our families or professionally. I love how you talked about how would you grow if you're only talking to the mirror. It's so true. And that's why we're all here at Toastmasters, to become better public speakers. The only thing I would suggest is maybe standing up and getting away from the computer so we can see all of you and gestures you might be using with your hands. That would be about the only suggestion I could make. Otherwise, I really liked it, and I like how you ended it with, it's always better to have an audience. And you had one today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Marianne. Is there anyone else who'd like to give Paul some feedback?
It's Kate. I just have Paul, I think you did such a great job. I really enjoyed it. Sometimes you have me laughing so much I forget what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And between being secretary and grammarian, I was a little all over the board over here. But I really enjoyed everything. One little teeny tiny thing that I was always told works a little bit better and has worked for me in the past is when I'm giving examples, especially names of people, if I just stick to the rule of 3. It was great you gave us 4. I love that you tied in Smedley. You gave us Carnegie. But maybe just choose one other one and leave it at that. Because by the time you got there, I was like, wait a minute, what's the bra and the leadership? I was a little confused. But, I mean, you pulled it all together. You got to admire that when you can make it firm, flexible, and supportive in a speech like that. I look forward to hearing more.
Thank you, Toastmaster K. Anyone else like to give Paul some feedback?
Yes.
Once?
Yes.
Mr. Beverly.
Okay. Paul is always an engaging speaker, so I like the fact that you're usually very animated and energetic. I'm going to go with you about your title. I feel that you should have opened the meeting, this is my personal opinion, telling us what bra meant. Because I kept thinking throughout the speech, what does bra have to do with his leadership style? And it stimulated me throughout the entire speech because I kept waiting and saying, when is he going to talk about bra? And I missed part of your speech because I still kept waiting. Is he going to talk about bra? And finally you did, at the end. But I would have preferred for you to have done it at the beginning. Draw us in right down in there. Tell us what it means. So you don't have people like me with foggy brains wondering, what the heck is he talking about? And when is he going to get there? Other than that, I think I really like the fact that I know you always use a prop. Thank you for showing us the prop. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Beverly. Anyone else have any feedback for Paul? As for myself, Paul, clearly you are a visual merchandiser because you were able to get our attention with your title, which is great. If you were to give the speech again, I would suggest maybe giving us an example of when you used an affiliative leadership style. You did a very good job, I thought, of laying out for us what affiliative meant, and I hope I'm saying it right. That in and of itself is a challenge, but I would have liked to have heard how you used your affiliative group think style, and that I think would have made this a little bit more impactful for me. But overall, really loved your speech, and I always look forward to seeing your name up there on the speakers list. I'll now call for our helper reports.
And thank you so much, Sensortoast, for giving me amazing feedback. I really appreciate it. It was a great meeting. If you want to find out more information about coming to Sensortoast on noon on Wednesdays, there's the site right there, paulfinkelstein.com. There's how to spell it. And I'll put some other information up there as well, which is you could also find it by going to omgtalk.com, the podcast dedicated to entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. Text Count Me In as your next guest, Paul, at my Toastmaster meeting on Wednesdays at noon. You could text me at 561-302-0051. Thanks so much for listening. It was a great meeting. I had to share it with you. And of course, I have to end this out with some special moments from Tony and my Medicare lady, Sarah. We're known as also Mr. and Mrs. Medicare. Have a great day, everybody. By the way, I had to just put my video in here just for a second. If you do want that ebook, just go to yourmedicarelady.com. That's yourmedicarelady.com. And right after you see the video, underneath it, it tells you how to get the free book, or just make a phone call or text to Your Medicare Lady. It's my wife, Sarah, at 561-302-5760. That's 561-302-5760.